Alright, so I just showered, just got done running with a friend. I have my light bulb halfway screwed in, so I'm going to screw it in and we're going to see the difference in lighting. Hopefully it's a good difference. Oh yeah, it's much better. Look at that. Ignore my Snoopy pajamas. After I shoot my YouTube videos, I go to bed. Well, try and go to bed. Alright, so this is actually a lot better lighting. That's awesome. So, we're gonna go to Proverbs. I'm gonna mark this real fast with using that for anything. I used to have like a gazillion markers. Well, there's Proverbs. Oh, there's a marker. Perfect. We'll mark Esther. We'll go over to Proverbs. Chapter 3. Hokey pokey. My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. So you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, or be wary of his reproof. For the Lord reproves him whom he loves, as a father the son in whom he delights. I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble speaking, but moving on to 13. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than gain from silver, and her profit better than gold. She is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand. In her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who lay hold of her. Those who hold her fast are called blessed. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth. By understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the deeps broke open, and the clouds dropped down the dew. My son, do not lose sight of these. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, and they will be life for your soul, and adornment for your neck. Then you will walk on your way securely, and your foot will not stumble. If you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, or of the ruin of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence, and will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, but when it is your power to do it. When it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, go and come again. Tomorrow I will give it, when you have it with you. Do not plan evil against your neighbor who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason, when he has done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. Toward the scorners he is scornful, but to the humble he gives favor. The wise will inherit honor, but fools get disgrace. Besides me not being able to speak, this is a very good chapter. There's a lot of stuff in here. In the first part, you see that it's the father telling his son to don't forget what he's been taught and keep all of the commandments and all of what his father has taught him with him, and it will help him in the long run. It'll add length of days and years of life, and peace they will add to you. And verse 4, so you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. And then from then on it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Again, in verse 7, be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. So it's saying that we can't just be the ones to make decisions. We have to trust the Lord to make decisions. We can't just jump in whenever we want and say, we can't just jump in without thinking. And we can't just do whatever we want without a plan. We have to consult God's word, the Bible. We have to consult God himself. And it says, where is it? In verse 6, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. So if we acknowledge God and we listen to him and we ask for help, he will make straight our paths, and he will keep us in the paths of righteousness away from evil. Because that's just what happens when you trust God. He protects us from evil. He keeps us on the straight and narrow path. And it's not a straight path, honestly. It's winding, full of zigzags, twists and turns, but it's the right path. It's the path that leads to God. That's the path we need to stick to, no matter what. Then from 13 on, it kind of just goes on about how wisdom is so important, and the people that find wisdom are blessed, and blessed is the people who find wisdom. And it says in verse 14, for the gain from her is better than gain from silver, and her profit better than gold. She is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is the tree of life to those who lay hold of her. Those who hold fast are called blessed. So, it's the most precious thing, the most precious tool that we can possess and use in our lifetime. And it's better than any worldly thing. It's better than gold, jewels, and it says nothing you desire can compare with her. There's a lot of things in this world, so the fact that nothing else compares with her, that's a very big deal, and we should immediately take notice of that and seek out wisdom. And it's hard, and it's hard to stick to wisdom, because our body craves worldly things, but we have to deny ourselves of what we want sometimes, no matter how hard that is. And it's very hard sometimes. Addiction is rough. It's hard to get out, and once you're started, it's a mess, but it's not impossible to get out. It's possible. And once you get out, become addicted to wisdom. Become addicted to the Lord. Become addicted to things that are good. Reading the Bible, talking to God, praying to God, seeking out wisdom and applying it to your own life. Don't be addicted to substance or strong drink. Be addicted to God's word. Then from there, it kind of just continues on how wisdom is the foundation of everything. And then it goes on to say that the Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blessed the dwelling of the righteous. Toward the scorners he is scornful, but to the humble he gives favor. The wise will inherit honor, but the fools get disgrace. So, the wise are blessed, and the foolish are condemned. That's big, and we need to pay attention to that. That's very big. And then another thing is 28. Do not say to your neighbor, go and come again. Tomorrow I will give it when you have it with you. Procrastination and also selfishness. Procrastination is a terrible thing that a lot of us do all the time. I am one of them. I had senior pictures today, and we were going to leave at 3:30. I procrastinated getting into the shower until 3. Yeah, I was supposed to take a shower at 2:30, and I was foolish. I was caught up in gaming, and I didn't listen to my parents, and I procrastinated until 3. And then when it came time to leave, I was scrambling, I was in a rush, and we were almost late. Because I was foolish, I didn't listen to my parents, I was too busy with worldly things like gaming, and I just didn't listen. And because of it, not only did I pay the consequences, but everyone had to wait on me. And so there's a lesson in every mistake that we make. There's a lesson in every sin that we commit. And the important thing is to learn those lessons and learn them and keep them in your head at all times. That way you won't make the same mistake twice. That's the whole reason why in school we learn history. It's just like they say, if you don't know your history, history will repeat itself. Guys, it's just like sin. It's just like procrastination. If you don't learn from it, you're going to do it again. I speak from first-hand experience. It's probably the second time I procrastinated this week about something stupid like that. Like, not listening to my parents. Or not second this week, second today. Sorry. This week I've procrastinated at least 6 or 7 times. It's a terrible thing, but it's hard, and we just need to learn from it. And even as adults, it's still difficult. I'm still learning from it. Adults are still learning from it. It doesn't get any better as you get older, unless you learn from your mistakes. Selfishness. Well, that's kind of on you. Now, everyone is selfish now and then. Like, I was when I procrastinated and I made everybody wait on me. That was selfish of me. And it's on us. It was on me. It was my fault, my mistake. Being selfish just isn't withholding wealth from the poor. It's anything that affects anyone negatively, or something that you hold or possess that could help someone else, and you just don't want to give it to them. So it's either something that you do that affects people negatively, or something that you don't do that affects people negatively. Now, selfishness is also hard, and again, it's a practice. You just have to practice at it and learn from your mistakes. And it's hard. Adults struggle with it, kids struggle with it. I still struggle with it, as I just said. I procrastinated and was selfish at the same time. It's just, we just need to learn from our mistakes and get better at it. It takes time, but it's not impossible. It's impossible if you don't try. Nothing is achieved without trying. And it's the amount of effort you put in is what's going to reflect. It's kind of my final thought for this chapter of Proverbs. How much effort you put into quitting something or quitting a bad habit like being selfish and procrastinating, that's how it's going to reflect. It's not easy or it's not too hard. It's how much effort you put into it. That's my final thought for this Proverbs. So, I will see you all again for tomorrow. Later.